Emperor has chosen you as our envoy to the living lands. Find the root of this terrible plague and put an end to it.
He is wrong. Tame the chaos that plagues the living lands, so that those who remain standing can shape its future.
They both deceive you. There is more wonder in this world than eyes alone can see. You must open yourself to its mysteries, tend to its purpose, and become what the living lands truly needs. Its protector.
From the creators of beloved titles like the critically acclaimed Fallout New Vegas, Obsidian Entertainment has once again ventured into the realm of open-world RPGs with Avowed. Set in the richly detailed fantasy universe of Eora, familiar to fans of Pillars of Eternity, this game promises a wealth of lore and intricate storytelling. However, the question remains, how does Avowed measure up to the high standards established by its predecessors? Avowed invites players to explore a world steeped in history, filled with optional lore found in notes and books that enrich the narrative. While the depth of background is commendable, the main storyline can sometimes be convoluted, making it challenging for players unfamiliar with the universe to follow the plot effectively. I found myself often questioning the motives of different factions, not understanding why one faction is at odds with another, or why one group of citizens seemingly has a strong dislike towards a certain race group.
It's hard to see you stomping around with the Adirans after the news I heard from Fior.
That was the Steel Garrote. Besides, we're all on the same side against the Dream Thralls.
While these issues can be expanded upon and explained in optional lore notes and books that are littered throughout the world, I found that there was simply just too much to read up and keep up with.
And now, nothing but ashes and embers. My home, my lab, my parents. It feels as if I lost them all over again.
The game begins with the protagonist shipwrecked on the shores of Dawnshore, soon discovering a mysterious plague known as the Dream Scourge that is driving the populace to madness, with the afflicted losing their minds and descending into chaos. This plague, like fungal growth, even affects the wildlife, creating more powerful and feral variants of existing enemies. This setup is reminiscent of the cordyceps virus found in the Last of Us universe, as afflicted have fungal growths indicating their affliction. This serves as a compelling backdrop for an adventure to uncover the origins of this affliction and to try cleanse the lands of this ever-growing corruption. While the premise is intriguing, I found myself less driven by the narrative and more motivated by character progress and exploration during my 50+ hours of gameplay in order to complete the story. The combat system being a standout feature, offering players significant freedom in character customization. Similar to that of Skyrim, players can equip different weapon types in each hand, allowing for diverse combat styles. Whether it be spellcasting sorcerer, or an axe-wielding warrior, or a sharpshooter mage, this level of customization is one of Avowed's greatest strengths, enabling players to tailor their approach to combat in the way that suits their preferences and which weapon class they prefer.
Protect the envoy.
The game also boasts an engaging parkour and movement system that helps enhance the exploration and traversal of Eora's stunning landscapes. This fluidity encourages players to seek out hidden treasures and secrets, adding an extra layer of enjoyment to the experience. Most building and enemy forts or watchtowers can be climbed upon and explored, often hiding secret treasures or loot to reward players who venture off the beaten path. However, while gameplay and movement mechanics are a high point, character development leaves much to be desired. Many NPCs lack depth, often feeling like mere quest givers rather than fully realized characters, with lip syncing often being over-exaggerated or facial animations being either lifeless or just outright strange looking. The disconnect can detract from the emotional engagement during key story moments, as bland animations and repetitive movements hinder the immersion and make any kind of connection to these characters difficult to establish.
Mortals know that nothing you do truly matters, and yet you try, over and over again.
Progress, on the other hand, in Avowed is tied to gear levels, with the difficulty of enemies indicated through a rarity system, similar to the same rarity system used to express your gear's rarity and power. This makes it easy and intuitive to understand if you will be able to take on an enemy, as your gear rarity level will need to be somewhat matched to the enemy's rarity level in order to comfortably manage. While this approach can encourage balancing side quests with main quests in order to sufficiently level up your character before progressing through the main story, some players may find it restrictive, as it can at times limit exploration and questing opportunities by punishing you with high-level enemies that you simply can't deal with, acting as a gear check and halting progress and exploration. Any of them a priest? Always gotta make sure you take out priests first, otherwise bad things happen. Nope, leave me alone. Nonetheless, the gear upgrading system is satisfying, allowing players to enhance their favorite items by using resources found in the world and upgrading their gear to high rarity levels. This allows you to take a weapon or armor from a common rarity all the way to legendary status if you wish, ensuring that any item you find can be kept relevant throughout your journey if you so desire. Enemies are abundant in Avowed, and you will engage in combat frequently. Unfortunately, enemy types are somewhat limited, with only a handful of variances between the mobs you may encounter. This can become predictable after you invest several hours into the game and encounter the same enemy structures within most groups. Additionally, the progress structure often follows a familiar pattern of introducing you to a new area, pointing in the direction of the local town or central hub, and then flooding you with side quests and bounties from the local town, which often need to be completed in order to keep up with the gear checking that is presented to you by the ever-increasing level of enemies you face. This can lead to a sense of repetition as progress with each area following the same recipe with just a few new environments to explore. The quests, while plentiful, often lack depth and frequently involving around simple fetch quests or combat scenarios. NPCs will often ask you to retrieve lost items or clear out a local group of bandits. This can result in somewhat monotonous experience, as unique quest lines found in early Obsidian games such as Fallout New Vegas just aren't really present here in Avowed. Whoa, no!
I was worried for a second.
I blew myself up? That being said, the landscapes you will encounter in Avowed are some of the most beautiful I've seen in a modern game, with areas just having jaw-dropping graphics and great fidelity, with environments with very punchy visuals and bright colors. Definitely help flesh out the universe and make you want to explore. These environments, while fully open, are separated through their distinct different level designs, with each level presenting a new style or tone to the environment. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, one of these weird places that rocks are floating and everything is just strange. Okay. Here we are.
Nice of someone to mark that spot.
Look, chat, it's the Erd Tree.
That's it.
In conclusion, Avowed offers enjoyable gameplay and exploration for those seeking an engaging combat experience. However, if you prioritize deep storytelling and compelling character development, it may be wise to wait for a discount before purchasing. For those with the Xbox Game Pass, this game serves as a worthwhile distraction for a week or two, and while it is free on the Xbox Game Pass, I would not recommend buying Avowed for the full $70 price tag, which it currently is on Steam at the time of making this review. While Avowed lays a solid foundation for future installments, it requires further refinement to reach the heights of Obsidian Entertainment's past masterpieces. Overall, I would probably end up giving Avowed a 6.5 out of 10. It stands as an average game, neither terrible nor outstanding, succeeding in some areas while falling short in others, leaving room for improvement in the future. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. If you enjoyed the review, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section below what you think of Avowed if you've played it, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. Bye bye.